Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah, here in Plaini, where we are still on the tank Rolequest line to have loved and lost. Granson, I have given you ample time to consider the path that has brought you here, and where it invariably leads all who walk it. I didn't know what to do after I lost Melinda. How to mourn her, or how to live. I felt that if I put it all on Dykaiosyne, put my everything into the hunt, that at least I wouldn't have to think about myself or what comes next. I wanted to hollow myself out and fill that hole with hate. Forget who I was. And irony of irony, that's just what the poor bastard tried to do to himself a century ago too, isn't it? Hard man, making hard choices. What? Hold on to Melinda and the memories you shared. Let that love guide you. You're right. I don't need to hate. I never did. I'll finish it for Melinda and for Brandon, and then I'll move on. Move on, you say? I can't live off hate. Shouldn't have made it this far, frankly. The more I try to reach for it, the more I find sorrow, pity. Curse not fate, but mourn her victims. Remember the dead as they lived. Aye, something like that. Reckon Serenia would agree, and Melinda, if she were here, would probably slap me 12 times and call me a bloody fool for acting the way I have. Or maybe you've been thinking about doing that in her stead, huh? Apologies for treating me with such disrespect before, Sol Ul. I'd like to claim I finally understand what you've been trying to tell me all this time, but I'm still getting my head around it. Recognizing your faults is the first and most important step. I will tell you what I know of a clause of office. The ring, together with a blade, bracelet and choker, were 3 relics passed down through the royal family over generations, signifying the owner's right to rule. Princess Soldier was the last of her line, and after her death they were stored in a sanctuary for safekeeping. However, a year ago a band of thieves learned of its existence. The ones who stole the fangs and eyes of office? Yes, the relics are concealed with magical wards. I can only presume that once they were spirited away, Dykaiosyne was then able to sense their presence. Even in death a slave to duty, you said. You think he pursued the thieves out of an instinctive loyalty to the princess? That I do. After all, he was content to leave them be as long as they remained hidden. Only 2 of the 3 were taken, and the 3rd is still... Claim the claws of authors, and he will surely come for you, yes. Team Geus is where you must go. Once you arrive at the place I marked on your map, cast this powder into the air. The glamour will fade and you will see the chest with a ring. The rest is up to you. Thank you, Sol Ul. I promise we will bring your friend peace. With me, sinner. And may you find peace as well, child. Back end of nowhere here. This should be the place. Got the powder on you, right? You toss the powder into the air, and as it slowly settles to the earth, as twinkling motes of light, a coffer begins to take shape. This must be the claws of Orthus. All that's left to decide when and where we want to confront the Eater. Or we could deal with it here and now. Speak of a devil and he shall appear. Hey there, old man, I don't know you and you don't know me, but I know your story. I know this isn't you, and I know that if Lady Soldier was here, she'd say the same thing. It'll all be over soon, I promise you. Come, let's put the poor bastard out of his misery. What the? Did he do that? Well, that's hardly fair. Hold on, Sinner. Surprisingly complicated. Still with me? Don't seem attackable, right? Might next way. I'm not quite sure what I was supposed to do here. Come, let's put my poor bastard out of his misery. find him. Ow. Devil bastard is he, but I'm no slouch myself. Oh, come on again. Wicked White, I felt that one, thanks. Yeah, I know. Damn it, let him go. He's not your bloody puppet. Finally. You watching, Melinda? Now and ever after, my lady soldier, my sword is yours to command. Granson, he's still in there? I'll not hesitate again, no matter the cost, no matter the sacrifice. Wait, is he trapped in the memory still? You're wrong, Granson. That's not what you would want. Let go of your anger. Let go of her. But that would make me lesser in your eyes, wouldn't it? To shoulder a burden that need not be mine? No, I will not forsake compassion and love. I will not dishonor your memory. Oh, my lady soldier. He's gone. And with that, the three treasures of the royal family are reunited. Now we've just got to find a place to stick them so that no scavenger ever stumbles upon them again. Least we can do for the princess and her knight, am I right? Maybe Sul-Ul will have some ideas. Let's head back to Pla Annie. Is it done? Granson has been laid to rest. You saw us when we arrived. Do we really have to ask? No, I suppose not. Oh, my dear friend, I pray you have found peace. What of you, Granson? Has the turmoil in your heart subsided at last? I suppose. Though, to be honest, I felt like I made my peace with him before we even fought. Because you finally saw him for what he was, and accepted the truth into your heart. The battle was but an afterthought. Easy for you to say, you didn't have to cross blades with a bloke. By the way, I've brought you some gifts. The 3 royal relics of Verbert. When Brandon was safeguarding both the bracelet and the choker. And now it's your turn to look after the whole lot. That's what Lady Soldier and her knight would have wanted, I reckon. Yes, of course. Their souls may sleep soundly forevermore. We shall enshrine these relics for all eternity. Now with that settled, I suppose we should be on our way. There's a detour I'll have to take, but afterwards I'd like to speak with you back at the usual spot in the Crystarium. Be well, Sul-Ul. I think that one has a bright life ahead of him. Few can find the strength to overcome such terrible tragedy. But he did. As have you, on no few occasions, I'm sure. It has been a pleasure, Serenia. Do visit me should you ever yearn to hear an old fool prattle on and on. Well met, Sinner. Glad to see you made it back safe and sound. Having returned to where it all began, I can't help but think back on when I first came here, thinking only of Dykaiosyne and my revenge. I was so wrapped up in my own personal affairs that I didn't realize I was only pushing others away. Glynnard was the only one who saw through the facade. He's a perceptive one, took one look at me when I got back and broke into a smile. But enough about him. I've yet to thank you properly, Serenia. I owe you so much for sticking with me to the end. So what's next for you, Sinner? Good question. Can't say I feel at home here or in White or anywhere else, so I might spend some time on the road. I may not be as skilled a fighter as you, but I reckon I'm better than most. There's always someone in need of a reliable sword hand. Melinda would want me to use my talents for a noble purpose. And helping folks in need fits the bill. Else, isn't that what Brandon and his comrades would wound up doing in the end? So, let's not call it a goodbye. Let's just say, until the next hunt. Wheresoever you go, may you find shade, Sinner. And in a world of everlasting light, that is a very good saying, I believe. Speaker for the righteous. Okay, but since I'm a paladin, there is now a paladin quest here in Ul'dah, I believe. After finishing the Rolequest. Ah, you must have completed the main scenario quest. Okay. Then I finish the main scenario quest and cut this in at the end? Would be stupid, but maybe we have a very short quest later on. Okay. A very short episode. Anyway, then I end it here and we continue with Final Fantasy XIV next time. Until then, I'm Mace and don't get lost.